Okay guys, most rhythm problems don't come from bad timing, they just come from practicing the wrong way. So you and me, one view, we're gonna just dig into this nuts and bolts really quick, okay? 2 chords, simple repetition. We're gonna do a G major bar chord, right here rooted on the 3rd fret, okay? On the low E, there's your root. Know where that root is, G. Then we're gonna slide the same bar chord all the way up to the 10th fret. That's what? You're right, D, okay? Part 1. Now, part 2 of this, which takes it to the next level, this is your practice. Inside of this bar chord, we have a beautiful triad, lives right inside it. Look, on the DGB string set, we have GBD, okay? Bar chord to the triad, and this is it. Do this every single day, okay? At least for 3 to 5 minutes. It's just going bar chord to the triad. So what do you think is gonna happen? Yep, we're gonna go all the way up to the 10th fret, do the bar chord to the triad, same exact shape. It's the same shape, repeating, same string set, nothing changed. We're just playing a D major triad, D, F sharp, A. Bar chord to the D triad, watch. Okay, bar chord to the triad, bar chord to the triad. Now, let's put it together now. We're gonna flow like a jellyfish, okay? And I want you to kind of move, I want you to beatbox this. Now, really fast, I will point out, when you see my thumb come over and I'm hitting that triad, I am muting the E and A string. So one other tiny technique for you to work into there, it takes practice. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bar chord, triad, bar chord, 2, triad, again, bar chord, 2, triad, okay? Bar chord, beatbox it again. Move your body, you gotta internalize the rhythm, okay? Okay, and get a little playful with it. Have fun. If you fall apart, it's okay. What you're doing is you're trying to build an internal rhythm. No metronomes, no drummers, just you, okay? Later play with drummers and metronomes later. Now, let's do one more thing before we wrap this up. I told you this is gonna be really quick. It doesn't need to be detailed. This is like what a nuts and bolts practice looks like. This is something I do every single day, depending on what chords, doesn't matter, okay? Now we're gonna get rid of the pick, okay? Now check this out. Now we're gonna pick that root note in the low E with our thumb, and I'm gonna flick the bar chord, and then I'm gonna go to the triad and flick it. This is killer, watch. Let me demonstrate just on the G. Still, you're flowing that rhythmic feel. To the triad, bar chord, to the triad. Okay, now let's think about this. Why would I go from the 3rd fret all the way up to the 10th fret? Well, because if you think, I'm having you move along the neck to keep that rhythmic flow, okay? I'm purposefully pushing myself to move a little further away. I gotta stay in the pocket. So let's put that whole technique together. The finger picking will be done. We'll get you on your way. Again, real world, simple, repetitive, effective practice to skyrocket your rhythm skills. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. To the triad, to the bar chord, to the triad. Again, bar chord, to the triad, to the bar chord, to the triad. Okay, you got it. Now, again, beatbox, you gotta move your body. You see the best drummers, they move with the kit. So one thing I'm learning, I'm seeing how these skill sets transfer. Now, when you get pretty solid with that, I want you to do this. I want you to move through the progression quicker. I want you to go bar chord to the triad quicker, like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, bar chord to the triad. Switch chords to the, see that? See that right there? So this is where you just kind of keep taking what you're building, simple repetitive practice, nuts and bolts. No point of view today, no charts, just bearing down on a simple, effective, this just works. So that's why I wanted to show you this really, really quick. That's it. Get to it, have fun with it. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, podcast number 3 drops. I want you guys to all show up. Let's have some amazing discussion and interaction. Put those earbuds in, get those dishes done, get that laundry done. Keep playing, only you can stop you, don't stop. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.